Yo, what's going on? So, uh, I just wanted to talk about Kevin Samuels and you know, go in on this whole debacle and not even really a debacle, but just this stupidness on social media still is it's kind of pathetic and lame. Um, Certain YouTubers, man, they just do not know how to let the brother rest, man. Like the brother's been dead for almost 2 years, right? He's not here to defend himself. You know what I mean? And you still got folks still talking about him when they had more than enough opportunities to come on his platform and actually have a debate and talk to the brother one on one. They had all these issues with him, right? This lets you know that these people, in particular, Boyce Watkins and there's other people online I see still making videos talking negatively about him that have large platforms, right? Y'all could have just hit the brother up and said, hey, you know what? I don't like your position on this, and this. Let's have a formal debate about it. You know what I mean? Let's really have a debate about it. Let's be objective and have a moderator to moderate the debate. But no, what they do is they make these long videos. They gotta tag them to try to get views. You know what I mean? Um, say some over the top disrespectful stuff, and it's just like, yo, let the brother go, man. Let it go, man. The brother's gone. He's not here. Let it go. Um, it's a couple people I follow online, and they said something. I was like, yo, you know what, man, this is true. He said, when I make educational videos to the black community, I get no views on it. But when I make controversial videos and drama and all this and all that, I get all these views. A lot of our folks, they just love the drama, yo. They love the drama. You know what I mean? They can't be objective at all. They're highly emotional. And I'll say this about Kevin Samuels, right? I like this content. I enjoyed it a lot. I subscribed to his channel. I've been watching. I was watching his stuff for years or whatever. You know what I mean? And I thought he was pretty good. Like I started watching him when he had like a little bit above 100 and I want to say 150,000 subscribers. I think at the time, and I was like, damn, I like what this brother says. And I went back to his archives. I was like, you know what? Let me go back to his first videos and see what this brother had to say. And I'll probably watch majority of those videos. And I was like, okay, I see where he coming from. You know what I mean? And I thought he provided pretty good information and value towards people that wanted to, get insight, what they needed to do, and how they could make improvements on their life. He kind of reminded me of my grandfather, really direct, uh, uncompromising, straight to the point. But a, a lot of our folks, man, we just can't handle any of that stuff. You know what I mean? And that's just a problem. That's just an issue, right? So it's like Kevin Samuels is like the boogeyman. Kevin Samuels is like the boogeyman to black people. like like Kevin Samuels is like Candyman or some shit. He's like like Satan or something. Like I don't know, man. I it's just crazy to me how this man isn't even around anymore to defend himself and stuff like that. And you got people like Boyce giving all this crazy information to brothers, telling them what they should do. And if you go on Boyce's on his platform and you look at the comment section, most of the guys are rejecting a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean? They're like, yo, we don't we not we don't want to do that. We don't want to be stepdads, right? And they have that right. They have that opinion. They have that preference, especially, if they don't have any kids of their own, they still trying to get it out of the mud. They trying to start their own legacy or whatever like that. That's their choice. That's what, you know, their preference. They don't have to take that advice. You know what I mean? And I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. If they don't want to settle for that, they shouldn't have to settle for that. You got guys like Boyce and what's the brother's name? I can't think of his name. Derek Jackson. You got guys like that come on social media or whatever, and they're telling they're telling women that, oh, you shouldn't settle and this and that. All right, cool. Well, why should guys settle? Especially if you got guys that's in the making. They're working hard. They're getting it in, working out, going to the gym. Got really good, got really good careers, and doing what they're supposed to do. Why should they settle? Why should they settle? You know what I mean? They shouldn't have to settle neither, right? So it's just crazy, man. Like how people, they just couldn't come on his platform and say what it is that they needed to say. If they had so much smoke for him and they had so many issues for him, the brother had a smoke show that he had weekly where he invited detractors to come on his show and actually have a debate about it. Tell me about it, man. Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Like, they had more than enough opportunities to come on this man's show and say what they needed to say. You know what I mean? But no, we're gonna wait for the brother to die. We're gonna we're gonna wait for the brother to die. We're gonna sit there and make all these long videos talking negatively about him. He can't defend himself. That's like shout out to Anton Daniels. Anton follows me on Instagram. Um, I had got verified on Instagram like a while ago, a couple years ago, because I do music production or whatever like that. But shout out to the brother. Um, but the crazy thing is this, man. Kind of a little all over the place right now. I had I don't know if people remember when Vivica Fox had went on Fox Soul, and this was right after Kevin passed away, and she made some post on Instagram or whatever, right? This was before Meta allowed people to purchase verification badges or whatever. So so Vivica is talking all this trash about Kevin or whatever, right? So I said to her respectfully, I said, look, you know, it's kind of crazy that you're talking sideways about a man that a father, a brother, uncle, etc., in a negative light. You know what I mean? But you had opportunities to come on the show, and then I asked her, I was like, did you ever watch any of his full broadcasts? When Kevin was telling dudes that they were fat, broke, they need to step it up and do what they need to do. Was it an issue then? And she blocked me. She blocked me or whatever. Shout out to you, bro. Skyly, shout out to you. I don't know if you male or female, but shout out to you. Appreciate you. But I'm like, yo, like, let's just push all the emotional shit to the side, and let's really like come together and really have an intelligent conversation. Not just, oh, I don't like Kevin Samuels because he said blah 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 blah. And you're just saying content on social media, like you're not even really watching the full content. I hate to say this, a lot of our people have short attention spans for whatever reason, but they can't sit there and say to themselves, like, you know what, I'm on a drive. I got to drive into work today. I got like an hour drive. I'm going to just listen to a full broadcast of Kevin Samuels objectively and not be like, all right, you know what, I'm just going to watch this world star hip hop clip that's chopped and sliced and diced, you know what I mean, and just have this bad input on Kevin because of the way how the information is presented to me. You know, like, yo, a lot of people, that's why I like reading is important. A lot of people don't do any reading, any real research, any like, all right, you know what, let me spoon feed myself this information before I like actually make some type of judgment and actually do my research before, I had some negative opinion about what this brother is saying, you know what I mean? Or whatever. But it's sad, man. It's really sad. This brother's been gone for 2 years, and you still have people on YouTube, people on social media, going online, still making negative comments, making negative videos, talking trash, basically spitting and pissing on a man's grave, to be honest. And he's not even here to defend himself. It's just really, it's really fucking pathetic. I'm Antoine Doggy. Well, what's good, bro? How you doing, bro? Good, good. I'm just like working on my YouTube stuff. But yeah, man, that's all I really gotta say about this video, man. I'm just like I said, man, Kevin Samuels to me at this point is like people's worst nightmare. You know what I mean? Especially Black America's worst nightmare. Like they won't let this brother just rest, let the brother rest in peace and just, make new content. Like Boyce, some of these YouTubers, like especially Boyce puts out this content, and he's a finance PhD. You know what I mean? The whole Jay Morrison Tulsa real estate fund was a total debacle. And people called him out on that. It's like, bro, you endorsed that. Instead of having all this smoke for Jay Morrison, where the fund is dry as well. You still got smoke for Kevin Samuels, and Kevin Samuels has been gone for 2 years. And your expertise is not relationships. You're not a therapist or anything like that. Your lane and your you went to academia and you have your expertise from in finances, but yet and still you're talking about relationships. I mean, you could say the same thing about Kevin, but I mean, as far as him not being an expert in relationships, but I mean, his platform for the most part was relationship driven compared to Boyce's. Platform was more driven towards money. And you have zero smoke for Jay Morrison. You basically gave him a pass. Black people overall financially in the United States are at the very bottom. Jay Morrison raised up millions of dollars and basically ran away with the bag. But you still got smoke for Kevin Samuels. I don't understand that, bro. So yeah, man. And it's just crazy, just crazy stuff, man. Like I don't know. I think people should just bury the hatchet, let it go, and just really just keep the negativity. That just leave it alone, man. A lot of folks in our community are just like, they're fucking kids, bro. They're literally kids, Like I took a lot of what Kevin said, and I applied certain principles to my life as far as what I needed to do, and just trying to make improvements or whatever like that. I didn't get offended. I didn't get mad or any stuff like that. It's like, all right, you know what? I know what it is that I need to do. I need to just go ahead and make it happen. So he talks about the Kevin talked about the high value thing and all that. I would consider myself high value. So I guess his criteria, and I'm just going off my mind real quick. I'm just freestyling this live video. So I guess his criteria is you got to make over 6 figures for a certain amount of years. I hit that mark. You got to have like LinkedIn level stuff. I've hit that mark. You got to have a network. I have a solid network. All that stuff. Like I fit the criteria basically for the most part. But it's just like little things I needed to do. Like as far as going into the gym, working on my body and all that stuff, started doing that, doing all that stuff or whatever. And of course, keep moving up the ladder or whatever like that, So it's levels to it. I never got offended about anything that he said or anything like that, because I'm sure, my grandfather, if he was still alive, he passed away when I was in my the mid-20s. He used to be on my ass just like how Kevin would be on people, like with the delivery and everything like that. And that's because, my grandfather, he was former, Marines and all that stuff or whatever. So, but yeah, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Rest in peace to Kevin. It's really unfortunate that the brother can't be here to defend himself, but at the same time, we just got a community of people that just aren't mature. They're very, very not mature. They're very juvenile with their rebuttals and stuff like that or whatever. And, they had, when he was alive, like I said, he had more than enough opportunities to, those people had more than enough opportunities to get on his platform and debate him or set up a debate. Like Boyce could set the debate up, find a moderator, or any of these people, they could have found a moderator and be like, all right, Kevin, you speak your talk, say what you got to say. Okay, he has like a 3-minute, I guess you could say monologue or whatever on his positions. And then the people that want to rebut him, they have an opportunity to say what they need to say. And then we just vote on who makes more cogent points. That's the intelligent thing to do, not just make all these videos, like they went online and pulled up the brothers like college photos and all this silly stuff. It's like really, 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 really juvenile, man. Really juvenile. But yeah, this video, I'm about to get up off here. I like to do these freestyle lives and stuff like that, give my opinion about social issues, what's going on in sports, my personal life, etc. And also, I like to talk to brothers and give them some, some pointers on, making improvements on their life, hopefully, But, yeah, I'm going to get up out this joint. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate y'all. Peace.